If you want bigger, juicier arms, but you're stuck with skinny arms, or maybe you've gone a bit too far on the other way and you've got a bit of fat and too much fat on them, well, you're in luck, because I've been in both boats. See, I started as a malnutrition skinny kid. Then when I went to uni, stress hit very hard and I overate until I became skinny fat. But now, I've been able to lose a lot of the fat. I've built real muscle and I get compliments on my arms all the time. And it is funny, the people who compliment me most of the time are my fellow gym bros. I don't want attention from the girls, but it's usually the dudes who come up and say, "Bro, what do you do to get arms that good?" But you know, sometimes I get the occasional gym baddie who looks my way. It's definitely not my mind playing games. Anyway, that keeps you motivated. Moving on, if you want arms like these, please stay tuned. I'm going to show you exactly what I did from my journey and how exactly you can easily copy me, how I started. I grew up really skinny. My arms were very bony, nothing but bones. And when I started training, I believed in the myth that if you just lift heavy and eat anything and everything, you'll magically grow. And yes, you do grow, but that comes with a lot of fat. And the fat shows more than the muscle. No matter how strong you are underneath, I used to do the most random workouts. I would hit arms every day thinking more was better. It wasn't. The real progress came when I paired arm training with proper compound lifts for my chest as well as my back. What actually built my arms? So you guys probably want the exercises, so here they are. Starting first are the compound lifts. I recommend you all do this, but here we go. So first of all, we have our pull-ups. Now, when I started, I couldn't do a single one. I did use the assisted machine, and after a month of consistently trying to pull myself up, I managed to get one pull-up unassisted. Eventually it turned to 3, then 5, and well, over a few years now I can do 20 non-stop. That's what consistency does. Rows. Now, rows are beautiful. You feel your back working, but your arms get this juicy, massive pump too. It's basically a 2-for-1 deal, which is almost every compound exercise, but that's what I like to say it is. Anyway, bench press and dips for triceps. Everyone who wants big biceps, well, you need real size, and the meat on your arms comes from the triceps. So, you know, bench dips, tricep pushdowns. If you're going heavy on bench, get a spot. Please don't get crushed. We don't want that. These are lifts that put size on my arms. Now, for the isolation stuff, the juicy arm stuff. Well, first we have our bicep curls. I like to do 3 variations. We have our incline curls where you lie on, you know, your back on the bench and you just curl it up, you know. Next you got hammer curls. These work the inside I found. And you've also got your side curls going across your body. And these, for me, I found work this part here. And it makes you feel like your bicep has a bicep. I always go light, 10 to 15 kgs. No need to ego lift, as your biceps aren't very big. And I do about 3 sets, 10 to 12 reps, sometimes to failure if I'm up for it. I like to do tricep pushdowns, tricep overhead is good. Extensions are good, and dips. You only need 3 of those, but it's up to you. Of course, your body weight when doing dips is fine. The assisted machine is great if you can't do it by yourself. I had to use it for a long time, and eventually I managed to do it unassisted, and now I'm here. So why do we want to train our triceps when we just want big biceps? Well, it's because your arm looks the best when the whole muscle is developed, you know, all the muscles. So like your biceps have like two heads, you know, one gives like height and the other gives like this width. You can search it up. But anyway, your triceps, these bad boys, you know, they have three heads that make up like a huge chunk of your arm. You see that? So if you want the size, if you want arms that pop from every angle, you have to train triceps. You know, go high reps with clean form, low weight if you have to, and you'll get a real pump as well. Next thing you guys should note is progressive overload. If you're not tired after doing a set, you should probably add more weight. If you can hit about 12 reps clean, move that weight up. If you're stuck at about 6 to 8 reps, that's probably a good working weight. Stick to that until you can do more. And if you're finding you're only able to do 1 to 3 reps, it's probably a sign to go lighter. It's pretty simple to track your lifts. Use an app or write it on paper. Many people in my gym write on paper, and there's definitely no shame in that. Track yourself. Train consistently and eat right. So if you're skinny, eat more. If you're skinny fat or overweight, go into a caloric deficit. Now, I know you might not know what that means, but I plan to make a full diet video soon, going more into that. So make sure you subscribe if you want that video eventually. Mistakes I made. So doing only curls is not a good idea. Not only will you burn out your biceps and you won't really grow, well, you'll cramp. So try not to go over 3 curling exercises, as you may risk the bicep cramping, and trust me, you do not want that. And of course, ignoring triceps, you're basically wasting your potential for the size. You don't want to skip the mind muscle control as well. When doing that, you want to lift so slow, feel the stretch and the squeeze. Picture the muscle working almost like Jimmy Neutron having like a brain blast, except you're imagining your bicep getting rounder. And another thing I made a mistake of is not eating enough protein. For each kilogram of body weight, you want to aim to double that. So if I'm 67 kgs, I'm going to shoot for at least 130 grams of protein. Usually I hit between 150 and 180 grams. If you don't get enough protein, your body has nothing to build the muscle with. So make sure you bump your protein up if you haven't already. Yeah. So to show you guys my results from my strength, basically my strength for rows is 80 kgs. I've got a 100 kg bench. I can do 20 pull-ups, I can do 20 dips. I'm not trying to brag, I'm simply trying to show you that, like, with consistency and effort, you can get to numbers like this. You can definitely achieve it. And odds are, you guys are probably going to surpass me. Or maybe not. Well, you'll never know unless you try. Yeah. Visually, my arms transformed. Once the fat came off, once more definition and more shape showed, I definitely noticed it more in the mirror. I noticed people checking me out, men and women, and I just look good in a vest now. So what should you do? Here's a simple plan you can do for your arms and mine. What you guys want to do is at least 2 compound exercises, depending on your day. So back or chest, you want to do rows or bench. I always do the compound exercises first before hitting arms. That's just my preference. And when you do your isolating bicep and tricep exercises, try not to go over 3 exercises. You can just do 1 if you'd like. But yeah, my advice is do not go over 3, as you may just cramp your arms. And that's not fun. So, you know, if you want to do like that, you know, you're just chilling and all of a sudden you feel like this tightness, it's not fun. Yeah. So yeah, when you do your isolation exercises, make sure you're going nice and light with good form. And make sure you're training your compound exercises at least twice a week. And you should be going to the gym at least 3 times. And of course, make sure you're hitting your progressive overload, so you're tracking your workouts. Make sure you are eating with high protein in mind so that you build muscle. And I hope this is simple for all of you guys, and that you can straight up just do what I've mentioned, and in a year's time, you'll see the difference. And of course, you don't need perfect genetics. You need consistency. Build your arms and your confidence will naturally grow. When you build yourself, you get closer to becoming your own hero. Yeah, more gym videos are gonna come out soon. I hope you guys like this video. Please comment what I can do better. If you guys have any more questions, I'd be happy to answer them in the comments. And if you want more content like this and want more videos in the gym and the future diet video, please subscribe. All right, yeah, I think that's enough for this video. Yeah, I'll see you next week. Bye. I'm gay.